Hey guys, welcome back to Proven. I am Tanner Johnson, and I'm going to talk to you guys about preparing your overland vehicle for either a weekend trip or a major expedition or overland trip. Essentially, the concept is whether it's a new vehicle that you just drove off the dealer lot, or a used vehicle, or a vehicle you've had for a long time, is preparing it and going over it to have it ready for your trip so it doesn't leave you stranded or break down on you or have a flat tire or anything like that. The first thing to consider is just to understand your vehicle, understand its service intervals, when the last time the oil change happened, when the last time the gearbox or transmission fluid was changed. Do the U-joints need to be replaced? Is anything worn out? So get under it, check it over, find out, what the service intervals were, and if you can't figure that out, then make your own intervals. Change the fluids, and then when those fluids were changed. Just go over it and get it ready, so then the baselines are all there and ready to go. So the next important thing you want to consider on your vehicle, whether it's new or used, is the battery. It's the one thing that could leave you stranded out in the woods, so it's the one thing you don't want to skimp out on or overlook. Now, on the chance that it does leave you stranded, or you do drain your battery while you're out and about, do you have a good jump pack or a way to restart your vehicle in that situation? Jump packs are a really nice way if you're the only vehicle, because you can't jump off of somebody else with jumper cables, but you also want to maintain those and keep them charged up. So that's another thing that you want to mess with and use and practice with before you're out there. Don't wait till you're out there to find out you don't have it charged, or you don't have the right cable, or it's not rated for the vehicle you're in. So next thing to consider on your vehicle are the tires, the condition they're in, and how you can self-recover if you do have a tire failure out on the trail. Consider, if you do have a tire failure, how you're going to fix that in the field. Have a good tire repair kit. They're extremely cheap and easy to use, and you can fix most tire punctures with them. And then also have a means to air the tire back up. Onboard air compressors or even portable air compressors are extremely easy to come by, and that can make a huge difference when you're out on the trail. So that's another important tool to have in your ability to self-recover if you were to have an issue with that. Next part is just tools in general. Just have the basic stuff, your 10 millimeter, your 12 millimeter, just a basic wrench set, socket set, pliers, electrical pliers if you need to do any electrical repair while you're out there. Just try to keep it general. Don't try to overthink it and go too in depth, or you're not going to have enough room or load capacity to carry all the tools. You can't bring the shop with you. So just get a good general mechanic toolkit. Find out, by working on your vehicle, what tools you might be using the most, and bring those along and have spares with you. You may need 2 pliers to hold on to something. You may need 2 10 millimeter wrenches to hold on to something. So don't just bring one, try to duplicate those tools as you're packing them. So camp tools are another important thing to have. Have a handsaw if you need to cut up firewood or cut a down tree that's in the middle of the road. A shovel is also a good thing to have. So not just mechanical tools for working on your vehicle, but think through the tools that you'll need just around camp. An axe for chopping wood, a saw for cutting down a tree, shovels, etc. This one won't apply to everybody, but if you have a trailer, just consider maintenance that you'll need to do. If you're pulling it out of storage for the winter, chances are you're going to need to grease the bearings, check the lugs on the tires, make sure they're tight. Trailers tend to get more beaten up than your vehicle because they have lesser suspension and they just kind of get pulled behind. So make sure all the bolts and nuts are tight, and just kind of do a visual once over of it, get your hands on, and just make sure everything's there and functioning the way it needs to function. The other thing with your trailer is chances are it has its own electrical system with its own battery and everything. So just make sure it's been plugged in, the battery's been topped off, everything's gonna be running well, the fuses are good. Again, you don't wanna find out that you have a blown fuse without a replacement, or you have a dead battery once you get up there and you can't use anything on the trailer. Get in it and use it the way you would be using it up there while you're in your driveway and you have the means to be able to fix any problems that may come up. Another important tool to consider is your recovery gear. A lot of folks may not think about it, but even if you're out there on your own, you need some sort of recovery gear to get yourself out of a situation. It could be as simple as a shovel to be able to help shovel out if you get high centered in the snow or something. You can help shovel out in front of your tires. A good tow strap, some recovery boards like Max Tracks, and if you have a winch, make sure you have soft shackles, you have a snatch block, a basic recovery kit always on hand, and you know how to use it properly and safely. Inspect the gear, make sure that your winch line isn't frayed or broken, make sure your straps are in good shape, because you don't want to have something break when you are trying to get unstuck, and then you're just in more of a world of hurt. So moving on down of other things you want to make sure you have ready to go before you leave is like your navigation systems. Whatever device you're going to be using for navigating, be sure that it's charged, it's updated, it's working properly. You may not need it if you're just doing a weekend warrior trip, but if you're going to be going on a longer trip, make sure that whatever roads you might need, if you're going off grid, are pre-downloaded on the device and all the updates are done, and so it'll be ready to go when you do need it. Think through your trip, plan it out, decide what you need and what you don't. You're gonna have to make compromises somewhere, especially with tools and your gear you're packing. So figure out what's essential and what may not be essential, so you're not overloading your vehicle and overcomplicating things, so you can spend more time out there enjoying being out. So in conclusion, being strategic and not overpacking and overthinking your gear will make for a better experience and a more enjoyable trip when you're out there.